You know that feeling when you finish recording a massive video and then stare at the file, wondering how to possibly turn it into snackable content that doesn't feel like a full-time job? I used to sit there thinking that there absolutely has to be an easier and more efficient way to handle this content repurposing headache. I'm genuinely obsessed with any tool that is capable of doing the heavy lifting for me, so I want to talk about a few I use and compare them to something I've been loving for clipping and posting called Vizard. Stick with me for a moment because I promise to keep this casual, like I'm just telling a good buddy what actually works in the real world. So first up, let's give a quick shout out to a tool that everyone in creator groups keeps mentioning, Opus. Yes, whether you see it as Opus.pro, Opus Clip, or whatever flavor you run into, these tools have been consistently popping up everywhere. And honestly, I have to admit that Opus is pretty cool because Opus Clip will auto-generate captions and pull out short highlight bits automatically. Plus, Opus.pro handles a lot of those more advanced and fancy editing tasks that can eat up so much time. I completely get why so many people initially turn to it because it is incredibly fast and certainly has some very nice automated features built in. The slightly weird part, though, is that sometimes it truly feels like you still have to sit there and babysit the whole process very closely. It will definitely spit out a massive amount of clips, but you'll find that not all of them are perfectly optimized for the best potential views. You still end up having to do a bunch of manual trimming or rephrasing an awkward sentence or carefully choosing the absolute best hook. Plus, depending on which plan you sign up for, it can quickly start getting quite pricey if you're uploading a truly ton of content every single week. So while it's great for quick one-off experiments, it's not always the best solution if you require a consistent, hands-off, long-term posting strategy. And then, of course, we have to talk about Loom, which is another powerhouse in the video space. I honestly don't know how I used to live and manage my team without using Loom for all of our internal communication and documentation. It is absolutely perfect for recording quick video walkthroughs, detailed SOPs, smooth team onboarding processes, and even simple FAQ videos. You simply hit record, the platform does its magic, and it beautifully transcribes the entire session for you. For creating internal documentation or training new hires, Loom has basically become the industry standard that everyone respects. But here's the major catch when it comes to social media repurposing. Loom isn't actually built to turn those long recordings into truly viral-ready short clips. It is not natively designed to scan your content and find those high-energy emotional spikes or the tiny, micro moments that actually make a clip shareable. Loom gives you a perfect transcript and a very clean recording file, but the chopping, caption creation, and scheduling still all remain entirely on you. So Loom is an absolutely amazing tool. It just isn't the best possible friend for your social-first repurposing workflow. And that, my friends, is precisely where Vizard enters the scene, which is why I am now recommending it in the same conversation as those other established tools. Vizard is specifically built from the ground up for creators who record long-form content and demand an automated pipeline directly to polished, short-form social posts. Think of this platform as the essential, seamless bridge connecting your long video chaos to a truly consistent, reliable stream of shareable clips. Let me clearly explain exactly why this capability truly matters to your content strategy going forward. The very first thing Vizard does exceptionally well is the automated editing of clips that are actually likely to go viral on the platforms. You simply upload your entire 45-minute interview, a 1-hour webinar, or even a very long podcast episode into the system, and the AI immediately gets to work hunting for those moments. The AI intelligently hunts for the moments that demonstrably have the highest potential, like emotional peaks, perfect punchlines, surprising facts, or any clear, compelling hooks. It then automatically trims the fat, formats the clip perfectly, and produces several versions that are completely ready to be used across all your channels. This fantastic automation immediately saves you hours upon hours because you no longer have to manually scan through all the footage searching for those key moments. Even better, the resulting clips often come out with already clean, stylized captions and the perfect aspect ratio versions for TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts all set up. When you compare this directly to Opus, Vizard tends to be much more finely tuned toward what actually performs well on social media rather than just being a generic clip machine. Second, we have to discuss the auto schedule feature, which is an honestly underrated game changer for serious content creators. This is the feature that moves you from just creating content to actually managing distribution without the headache. Instead of exporting a batch of clips only to frantically schedule them later across 3 different platforms, you simply tell Vizard how often you want to post, and the system handles the rest. You just set the required posting cadence, choose your target platforms, and Vizard queues and posts everything perfectly according to your set schedule. That automation means you can finally focus your energy on making amazing new content, not obsessively acting as a demanding social media manager. Neither Opus nor Loom provides you with this integrated level of automation built specifically for the final posting step. You always end up doing manual uploads and calendar chaos. Third, let's talk about the content calendar view, which is a feature I absolutely cannot overstate the importance of for organization. I simply cannot overstate how incredibly nice it is to visually manage your entire publishing schedule for every platform in one single unified place. You can easily see what is already scheduled, make quick tweaks to captions, reorder posts instantly, or even swap out a clip if something else suddenly looks better. Having this single content hub to manage all your clips across every platform drastically reduces the chance of accidentally repeating content or completely missing a critical posting window. It's truly like switching from managing everything using a messy spreadsheet and 5 random disconnected apps to using one single clean dashboard where everything is perfectly organized. For internal teams, this centralized calendar feature is unbelievably helpful because creators can hand off raw footage, editors can approve clips, and the calendar keeps the whole publishing flow tidy. Now, I certainly don't want to sound like I am just shilling a product here, so let me tell you what I actually do myself every week. Here is precisely what I do every single time, and it's why the process feels so incredibly natural to implement. I record one long session. It might be an in-depth interview, a live stream, or a super long tutorial. And immediately after recording, I upload the master file directly to Vizard. The system then immediately scans that entire video file and proposes a curated set of clips that it thinks are your best bets. I quickly skim through the suggestions, make any tiny adjustments that need tweaking, add a more clickable caption if I feel it needs one, and then either publish instantly or schedule them for the following week. A full content creation and scheduling workflow that used to take me an entire day now genuinely takes me maybe only 20 minutes depending on how picky I decide to be that day. That level of time saving is completely huge because we all know that consistent posting is the single most important factor on social media today. Also, it is definitely worth mentioning how this tool stacks up when directly compared against the other popular options available right now. Opus.pro and Opus Clip are admittedly cool for certain specific use cases, Opus Clip for fast captioned extractions, Opus.pro for advanced editing, but they often miss the crucial content strategy piece. They effectively give you the clips, but they frequently fail to deliver a coherent, platform-specific distribution plan for those assets. Loom, on the other hand, is an entirely different beast. It is absolutely ideal for internal documentation, but is simply not optimized for achieving virality or managing social scheduling. Vizard, however, feels like that absolute missing link. It successfully pairs strong AI-driven clip selection with built-in scheduling and a content calendar, so you are publishing smartly, not just producing content. Let me give you a few practical real-world tips that have actually worked for me to maximize the tool's potential. First, always try to give some explicit guidance to the artificial intelligence system when you are first uploading your source file. If your long video has clear segments, you should title those roughly when you upload or use brief time markers to help the AI know where to look. That simple extra step helps Vizard surface the absolute best potential bits of content much faster during its initial analysis. Second, you must pick a consistent posting frequency for your chosen platforms and commit to that schedule for optimal results. The auto schedule function truly works its absolute best magic when you are finally able to set it and then completely forget about it for the week. Third, utilize Vizard's built-in caption and thumbnail suggestions, but please do not be afraid to tweak them because a tiny copy change can sometimes double a clip's click-through rate. Fourth, I highly recommend repurposing the exact same clip with only very minor necessary changes across different platforms instead of making entirely different clips every single time. This strategy multiplies your overall reach significantly with only a minimal amount of extra creative work required from you. One more critical thing I genuinely love about this system is the hidden return on investment it provides without you even realizing it. If you usually outsource your clipping tasks or spend entire weekends chopping footage, Vizard will effectively pay for itself within just a few short weeks. Not only does this system free up your valuable weekends, but it also keeps a steady, reliable pipeline of new content constantly going live, which is what truly builds momentum. Remember that social media algorithms strongly favor creators who demonstrate consistency, and consistency always favors those who automate their processes smartly. Finally, and this is crucial, never forget the importance of injecting your own unique human element back into the final product. The artificial intelligence should never completely replace your personal taste and judgment. It is just there to provide you with a very fast first draft. Your primary job remains adding those little human touches that make the content feel completely relatable, like a slightly funnier caption or a clearer, more compelling call to action. Use Opus or Loom strategically when they perfectly fit the specific task. Loom for internal walkthroughs, Opus for quick captioning. But for the full automation of long videos into scheduled social clips, Vizard hits that sweet spot perfectly. If you are currently recording any long-form content more than once a week, and you truly want to scale your output without completely burning out, try treating Vizard like your dedicated, on-demand content assistant. Just upload the file, quickly skim the suggestions, schedule the posting cadence, and then immediately move on with the rest of your day. I'm telling you, that set it and forget it vibe with the scheduling is incredibly real and deeply satisfying. Honestly, once you become accustomed to having this automatic content pipeline supporting your efforts, it becomes incredibly hard to ever go back to the purely manual way of doing things. I highly encourage you to try it out on just a single episode or one webinar right now and truly see how much simpler your entire life can become. You will always need to bring your unique creative ideas and your authentic personality to the table because the AI is only there to efficiently handle the mechanical grunt work. That powerful team up between your vision and the machine's speed is what actually grows your audience and keeps your social channels consistently alive. All right, that concludes my full roundup and comparison of these excellent content tools for creators today. Use Opus tools specifically for those quick, fast experiments. Use Loom exclusively for internal documentation. But if you need scaled, polished, and automatically scheduled social clips from long-form content, Vizard is the one I reach for every single time. If you'd like, I can certainly walk you through a sample step-by-step workflow or even help you personally pick which AI-generated clips to push first. Just tell me what kind of content you're currently making and I'll give you some practical, actionable ideas.